This is the official #1 podcast station for hip hop and R&B. You already know what time it is, man. You teed up with T Lynn, baby.
Come back.
There we go. There we go. There we go. Can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
You can hear me?
I can hear you going in and out, but I got you.
All right, let's see here now. Can you hear me
There
now?
we go. I got you. Loud and clear.
Okay, good. All right, so welcome to the podcast. We actually are live right
We
now.
live. What's up? What's up? Am I looking good? Hold on. We live? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. You're supposed to give me a warning when we go live. You're supposed to...
It went live. It was scheduled to go live at 8 o'clock.
Cool, cool. Welcome to all the
So
viewers. I
well,
appreciate you having me on the show.
so absolutely. Oh, I'm glad to have you. So, you the question: what name? The real
There you go.
craze?
The
Where'd that
Real
come from?
Krazy. I do a lot, and I guess you would say it's my personality. At the end of the day, that makes everyone go, "Boy, you crazy," and that's where it came from.
Well, you know what? They should be calling me that too, because I can be a little nutty
It's it, well,
myself.
it's a lot of crazy people in this world.
That is true. Okay, so tell them a little bit about yourself. When did you first begin doing music?
I started doing music at 14. My brother and I writing songs all the time, and just pounding beats out on the table and just putting the pen to the pad, and we'd be up 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning for no reason playing Monopoly and Uno and writing songs. Um, and started taking it serious around 17, 18 years old. We finally hit the studio for the first time, and we figured we had something, you know what I mean, and got a little team behind us, and we started pushing, and we went from there.
So since you've been doing music, tell me some of the things that actually have blown your mind. It can be a little sketchy.
Say that one more time. You broke up.
I said, since you've been doing music, tell everybody about some of the things that's blown your mind that's been a bit sketchy about this industry.
Huh. um, I don't, I ain't want to put people business out there like that, but I will definitely say this industry itself is sketchy. Like I mean, you have to tread very, very lightly in this industry anyway, no matter where you look, left to right, forward or backwards. So almost any situation you get into is going to probably seem or feel sketchy. Now, a situation that I've been in, which was a blessing and a curse at the same time. I'm not gonna mention this dude's name or whatever, but we ended up linking up with someone, and we thought he was who he really said he was and persuaded himself to be. And then, unfortunately, we ended up working with this guy, and he wasn't anything who he said he was going to be or he was supposed to be. He was actually the exact opposite. But the blessing in that curse was the people that we met along the way, and we were able to turn that bad situation into a good situation. And we formed a super group actually after that called East Coast Killer Bees. That's how that started. I'm gonna put it out there. I'm not sure if the story ever got put out. If not, sorry, BK. It's exclusive. It's exclusive now. It's out
Uh,
there.
uh, I have had the same run-in with the same person.
Well,
Well,
small world. What is music industry may be big, but it's small.
absolutely, it really is. I've actually been in the industry for 20 years, so of course I'm
Okay.
gonna come across quite a few little people,
Right.
But
Right.
when you said the name, I was like, but definitely, you gotta be careful in this industry. I mean, people will chop you up, eat you, and
Yep.
not give shits about you.
Right. Exactly. And
Excuse me for too.
unfortunately for me, I was able to, or fortunately for me, I was able to take that and actually turn that into a positive situation. Like I said, for me and my team and my Miss BK, her and I, and my boy Mr. Crimson, we actually just hit the ground running in New York, and we hit the pavement in the streets of New York and got with the real gods out there and started really moving.
You got no matter what. There's quite people in this industry. Like I've been everywhere. I've lived in New York. I've lived in Colorado. I've lived in Iowa. I've lived in Illinois. I've lived in Missouri and Mississippi. I've lived everywhere.
Well, you did a whole tour.
So it's just something to overcome. Oh yeah, I've done a whole tour.
Right.
But it's just something that you have to learn to go take it with a grain of salt and keep going. You just gotta
Absolutely.
keep going. So, I mean, a lot of people can try to cut you and be negative, and you experience some really bad ish.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna stop my
Mm-hmm.
language.
Mm-hmm.
But you just gotta
Finger
keep
on the
going.
button.
That's all you can do.
Yeah.
Exactly, and keep going. So what's the project? Like I said, you just released a project on YouTube called
Right.
I Never Knew. I
Mm-hmm.
love that song. That is a beautiful song.
Thank you.
It seems like it came from somewhere deep down in you. Have you experienced
Hmm.
love like that before?
Actually, I have,
I
but
have
I'm going
good
to give you a
questions.
story. No, that's good. That's a good question. I'm gonna give you the true answer to that. And then a lot of people that's really close around me, a lot of people that's been around me the past couple of years and wondering where I've been and stuff like that. A lot of the people that know where I've been and what I've been dealing with the past couple of years, they know exactly where this song came from and how it came about. So yes, I have been in that situation to answer your question, but however, my brother wrote this song for me to sing. He was going through some stuff. He came over
So
to my house and
he's the
said, "Yo,
one going
oh, oh,
through it.
oh yeah." He came over to the house. He was like, "Bro, I need a beat." I said, "Bro, here you go. Just take my chair, get on the computer. There's a whole 3 or 4 different folders. Pick one." And I promise you, that song was wrote by my brother in less than an hour, and we were recording the rough draft of it that night, and got the rough draft done in about 45 minutes for me to learn and then go over myself and then put my own little swag to it. And then I recorded the song and it sounds how it sounds now.
It's amazing. I love it. I like having a singer on here, R&B artists on here. I get quite a few rap artists, but I really appreciate the fact that I have an R&B artist, So I'm really grateful that you're on here. Uh, so I have a couple of questions. What's the difference between being an R&B artist to now to 2 years ago?
You want my honest answer. Um, the game changes every time the season does, if you ask me. It doesn't matter if it's rap or R&B. Now, I will definitely say R&B is a whole different ball game now. It is nothing like when we say rhythm and blues or R&B or R&B and soul. It's not what pops in your mind when you go listen to today's R&B, rhythm and blues, or R&B and soul, because there's a whole lot of trap behind that soul. There's a whole lot of trap behind that rhythm and blues now. There's a lot of rap behind anything that we listen to that's R&B. But it takes the real R&B fans to appreciate the sound of real R&B, to know what real R&B sounds like. For instance, you know, my playlist is all 80s, 90s, 2000s R&B. There's hardly any new R&B artists out there. Like Division may be one of the only R&B artists that I'm really listening to right now. Um, but you still got the vets that's still around, like Tank and Mario still doing it. There's a lot of people that's still trying to keep it relevant. Tyrese still dropping stuff, but that stays behind the cameras. That doesn't really get put out there as opposed to a no guidance music video like Chris Brown or something from Justin Bieber or something like that. Like we don't have the R&B that we used to have even 2 years ago. So, but that's why I'm here. You know what I mean? I'm trying to do my part to make sure that real R&B sound is still heard, make sure the real R&B get put out for the people that appreciate the real R&B.
And that I do. I do appreciate the authentic R&B music. I'm a person that's versatile with what I listen to. I will listen to country. I listen to R&B. I
Yeah,
listen to rap and
yeah,
everything. But for some reason, R&B,
yeah.
it just touches my soul.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's a
It
story
just
in every
touches my
song.
soul.
Yep.
Absolutely. So what is your creative process? I know it took your brother like an hour to write that song and took a couple hours for you to get it done. What is your creative process?
Everybody's different, and I guess you would call mine pretty simple. Like I just need to zone out. I need to just sit down, relax, chill. And it might sound like I'm setting the scene to a love scene or something, but I need to, if I got to dim the lights a little bit, if I got to have a candle burning, or if I got, something, I need something that's going to help me for whatever mood that I'm in and whatever beat I'm listening to, or whatever producer that I'm around that's trying to produce a beat for me right in front of me. I got to be in that what they say on Bad Boy. I got to be in that feng shui. I got to be in that vibe. You know what I mean? So the creative process is really just getting out of my head and focusing and just relaxing and letting everything just come out. Lost my light. Hold
Okay,
on.
so
Where my light go?
you're like, you want to go put it back on? Oh, I understand because like I just had to buy this new lot. It just last night because I broke one.
Yep. Hold on. I'm getting it.
They for Amazon Prime.
Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. I got to press a button now. Press a button. They ain't had these light things like this.
I just bought this one last
Oh, they got different
I
colors.
broke
Look
a
what I'm
light
finding
last
out. They
night.
got different
I had
colors.
it
See, and this is what I'm talking about. Like that
last
mood
night, so
right
I had
there,
to order one late
and that
last night.
purple. That's part of my creative
Oh
process right
yeah.
there. That was an
Oh
accident. I
yeah.
don't even know how that happened, but we gonna run with that.
It looks good. Okay. So, who is the one that influences your music? Like, either someone that has been mainstream or as well. Who's really influenced your direction with your music?
You know what? It's funny because I go a lot of different directions with my music. Um, like I put out an EP called Sex Rated, like X Rated, but with SE in front. And the next project was um, it was some yeah. So it was pretty much the opposite of that first EP. So I mean it my my motivation comes from a lot of different angles. My I would my brother was a really really big inspiration to me. I would definitely say that. He was one that would always help me get out of my mind and get in my zone. Um, so if I got to credit it to anybody, it definitely would be him. As far as the music part and the recording part, the work ethic part though, the motivation, that definitely comes from Miss BK. Miss BK would make you work. And she would do what she got to do to make sure you work.
Absolutely. Miss Vicky is she's a strong woman.
Oh yeah.
She's absolutely an
Oh yeah.
amazing person. I love Miss BK.
Mm-hmm.
I love her. And I want to go ahead and say my condolences go to her and her family for what they're going through right now. From her loss of her cousin and everything. So I know
Mm-hmm.
she's on the live. So my condolence goes to you and your family. You're now. Absolutely. Okay. So what's the project you're getting ready to work on?
So we just
My dog
released
is trying to get into the
the
podcast. So if y'all hear it whine, I'm sorry.
we just released the I Never Knew video. We are working on right now releasing my Secrets 5 Step single. My next single is called Secrets 5 Steps. That song was supposed to come out a couple years ago. Um, Another thing that when my brother passed away, that's another thing that I put a little pause to. Um, he wasn't, as far as writing that song is 100% me. Um, but he helped me with the vision. He helped me with like, okay, when you do it this way, you got to do this. He helped me with a little bit of structure on the song. But that's the next project. We're putting out the single for Secrets 5 Steps, and we'll be filming the video for that this week.
Looking forward to hearing it. Really do. Miss BK said you must hear it.
I see it. Look, she must be playing it right now.
So tell me some of the things that you hope will happen in the next 3 years.
Hmm. In the next 3 years, um, I want to be on everybody who appreciates real R&B music. I want to be on all their playlists. In the next 3 years, I see that happening. I'm gonna say it now. I'm
It's
gonna
a
claim it
reasonable
now.
goal. Absolutely, speak it into existence. That's all what I always say.
Yep.
You have to speak it into existence.
Oh yeah.
And how about next month?
Sorry, you broke up. Say that one more time.
What about the next 3 months?
Oh, the
What
next
about
three
the next
months.
3 months? Where do you see yourself in the next 3 months? Yeah.
I haven't ran this by Miss BK, but since she tuned in, hey Queen, we're gonna rent a music hall out here and we're gonna do the incredible comeback for the Real Krazy show. So I'm gonna be letting you know the date and the location just to let you know. Um, by the end of summer, I plan on hitting the stage again, um, putting out some more singles, and everybody that know how I get down, they know every time I drop a hot single, I do a whole tour behind it. So I'm looking to get back from the West Coast to the East Coast again, up south, down south, up north, Midwest. I'm trying to get all my old places, all my old stomping grounds that I used to hit on the tours, with League of Mob Entertainment and all the artists. Um, we gonna try to get something started within the next 3 months. Try by the end of summer. I plan on being started.
Absolutely. A goal future is always a plan. And okay, per comments up here. Both looking at her comments. Um, since meeting Miss BK, how's things changed for you? Cause I'm
Oh,
gonna, give her glow too. She definitely needs her
listen,
glow.
she needs it. She needs all the credit. Yes, absolutely. Um, I've I guess you would consider it like bad relationships, and then you finally find that right one. Um, my past couple managements and entertainment companies have, I mean, I didn't go anywhere. They didn't go anywhere. Nobody had any motivation. Nobody wanted to work. There was just it. It didn't work. It just didn't work out. BK and I've been rocking together now for about 10 years, and I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Ain't half of that ain't even been on paperwork. We just rock with each other. When you really find somebody, you ain't gotta really. What the paperwork part gonna come. When you rock with a team, you rock with a team. If somebody got your back, you had a back. And as far as Miss BK, she has literally changed my life and changed my look. She changed my the way that I look at the game, the way that I see the game, the way that I can actually play the game now. And she's just opened up a whole lot of doors and avenues and hallways for me.
She's a strong. She's really she. I have so much love for Miss BK. She's a strong woman and not only strong but strong professional.
Oh
And
yeah.
like it through everything she does. So I have to give her glow. I had to. Even though she's over there cheesing right now, probably got her face red, but yeah. You got your glow, Miss BK.
Yes, ma'am.
Um, but seriously, next three years we know what you're up to. So, um, what's in it for your like? Do you have children right now?
I got kids. I got some kids.
So, are you going to be leaving some music back for your legacy?
Oh, absolutely. It's funny that you said that because I've been really looking into building the legacy that way. We all got our time, and I want the kids to be able to build off something. So that was another reason why I decided to come back and play the game some more. You know what I mean? I felt like I owed it to myself, and not only to myself
Absolutely.
but to my family. So
Because a lot when it comes to like your royal streams and about getting paid and everything, trying to point because your legacy's fun, because think about it, Michael Jackson, uh, his his fans were prospering from day just from his so you gotta think about business wise. Your music's gonna pave the way for your
yeah,
children one day and for your legacy one day. It's going to keep it everything going.
yep.
What's one thing in it you'd like to change?
You broke up. What's one thing I like? What?
What's one thing you would change in the industry?
Did I lose it? One black. There you go. Okay, you're back. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Did it break up for a second there?
There we go. I see
Okay,
you.
I
Yeah,
can
it
hear
wasn't for a
you.
quick second.
Okay.
Okay, what was it?
What is one thing that you would what is the one thing that you would change within the industry?
One thing I would change within the industry. I would change if I could change. I mean, that's like fighting fate. But we losing too many artists. You know what I mean? If Takeoff going didn't open up enough eyes, and I don't know what else will. We are losing way too many artists in this game. So if I would have to say, if there's one thing I would change in the industry, it would be the fact of we need to inflict more peace instead of violence. Um, and let's be honest, most of these cats, they're not even like that. They're not even about that. They're not even that. They're not even that type of person. Some of us are, some of us aren't. Not saying I am, not saying I'm not, but the thing about it is we sit here and try to build this legacy for our kids just to get it chopped down way ahead of time before it's actually able to take off. And we become another picture on the shirt before we become a legacy. And I don't want my legacy to be a picture on a shirt.
Absolutely understandable. I mean, people are taking things to a different line. You know, like they're crossing more than 5 million lines just because of music.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. It is. It's really ridiculous.
If I had to change
Absolutely.
another thing, it would be the direction of R&B, but that's what I'm working on right now.
And you know, I see that with you. I see that with your music. You have. I can. I'm going to compare you to somebody, but you know, there's no comparing with an artist. You know, individual. You've got that punch, that gut punch that I hear with Keith Sweat. Like gut punch for me. I know you're gonna laugh. I know everybody's gonna laugh over that, but
Uncle
like
Keith,
Keith
Uncle
Sweat was
Keith,
my
Uncle
man.
Keith, Uncle Keith.
Keith Sweat was my man.
Yep. You know what? It's funny that you said that because
Okay.
I released another song just like a week or so ago called "Last Chance," and this girl commented on it and was like, "It's a really good song, but I must say, you sound a lot like Keith Sweat with all the begging at the end of the song." I was like, "That's what Keith Sweat was known for, was begging, and that's what a lot of R&B songs, especially the old school ones, they was known for. It was a whole lot of begging in them songs." So I said, instead of taking that as
uh,
a complaint or you didn't like that, I actually take that as a compliment. Thank you. I'm glad you noticed that.
absolutely. I like. I mean, Keith Sweat was like. It's not that you sound completely like him. It's like the way your music makes him.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yep. I hear you now. Hold on. There you go. Coming back. Back out. Now you back.
That's what when I say that you can't compare artists, you can't really compare their feeling. And what I get, that's a feeling I get, I get when I listen to your music. It's the same feeling I get from Keith Sweat. He was my man.
There's more to come. There's more music to come.
You're welcome. I might have made you blush a little bit.
That's fine. I got the camera. The lighting is
uh,
turning different colors, so you ain't gonna be able to see it. So it's fine.
but I made you smile, so that's a good thing.
There we go. Yep, that'll work.
I'm good at that now. I'm
Yeah,
good at
yeah, it's working.
making people blush. I get on people's TikToks and I say some outrageous things sometimes,
But you know what?
and
It's all you gotta have fun.
they're always like, uh, you, would you tell everybody they can follow you?
You going in and out one more time? Say that.
They can follow you at, and I'm everywhere.
I'm all over the place. The Real Crazy on Twitter, the Real Crazy on Instagram. Um, I just had to start a whole nother Facebook page for the artist page for the Real Crazy. So you will be seeing two the Real Crazy pages. Unfortunately, Facebook will not grant me access to my original The Real Crazy page. So there is a second one. I don't want people to get confused. Yes, that second one is me. I'm in the process of rebuilding that page with the new video for I Never Knew is on there, and I will be updating it with all my old pictures and all my other music videos as well, uh, past and present. Um, Also, you can follow me on SoundCloud, The Real Crazy, Spotify, The Real Crazy, Apple Music, The Real Crazy. I'm just The Real Crazy all over the world. It's a crazy world.
Well, here, he's crazy over the world.
Yes, crazy world.
So is there any special like anybody you want to shout out?
I gotta give a shout out. I got my list. Hold on, let me pull my list out real quick. I'm practicing for when I get that Emmy and that Oscar. So I want to give a shout out to everybody that's been supporting, even through the a few years that I took off, just to be with the family and deal with the bike teams and do some bike racing and create memories with the other side of the family over there. I do want to give a shout out to everybody that's been supporting. Got to give a shout out to the original Team Crazy fans that's been around since day one and is still around, and give a shout out to my family for still, backing me behind this and still seeing the big picture and all this. Um, and got to give a shout out to Miss BK, for checking on me and making sure I'm still doing good and like, come on, Krayz, she's just been pushing me, and it's not a negative thing and not a negative way. She's been like very positive through this whole little hiatus that I took. And a lot of people have lost siblings before, but when you lose a brother, that's been very monumental to your career, it's it's kind of tough to even want to bounce back from that. And I thought about like just saying, okay, that's it. But no, when you got so much support in your corner, that you can't let that go. That support is what drives you. So I just want to give a shout out to Ms. BK for all the support. Once again, to my family for the support. Everybody that's been sticking around and really helping me out and really still sharing all my old stuff and just making me want to do this again, making me feel good about myself.
Absolutely. And I understand where you're coming from when you know that you've lost your brother and everything. But I want to tell you right now, you have to believe on you and being proud of you right now.
Thank you.
He is because you made something. You're making your dreams happen, and that's what he wants that for you. And you
Thank
gotta
you. Yeah,
understand
if
that.
you
That's
if you
what
pay
that's what our
attention.
loved ones always want for us.
Oh yeah, absolutely. If you pay attention to the end of that I Never Knew music video, it says it at the in the ending credits. It has I did a memorial for him. There's a couple pictures of him on there, and it said it was written by him. And that was the song. A lot of people was wondering why I didn't come back with my strongest single, which would have been Five Steps, Secrets. And I told everybody that it was really I needed to do this one for my brother. So if I'm gonna come back, this is the one I'm gonna do, and that's the one I did. So I wanted people to know that my brother still lives on some way somehow within me, and this is how. He wrote this song, and this is the song I'm gonna come back out to.
Does. And he will live on in you through everything you do from this point on.
Oh yeah.
And you just gotta know that you're doing it for both of you now.
Mm-hmm.
So, my condolences about the loss of your brother and everything, but I do
Thank you.
believe he's living on with you. So you just have to
Oh
remember
yeah.
that.
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
Well, I think we're going to end the podcast tonight.
All right.
I think we had a good podcast. Would you?
Yep. Whenever you're ready for the
Is it
second
good for
part, let
you?
me know.
Are you good?
I'm good.
Oh, absolutely. We're gonna book you out about a month from. We're gonna book you about a month from now and see where you're at.
All right, we're gonna call that episode the after party.
The after party. We can do that.
We'll call that
We'll
one the
book
after
you on a
party.
Saturday because my Saturdays are gonna be crazy.
That's fine.
My
Whatever day you
Saturdays are
need
gonna be
me.
crazy, so we'll book you on a Saturday about a month from now.
Okay, let me
Absolutely.
know.
And I want to let everybody know if y'all want to support either one of us, go and just share this review everywhere. So he can, you know, get his word out there to everybody. And make sure the podcast is getting up stronger. This is my second interview from this time around. I had to take a couple of because I was fighting cancer. So,
Oh, okay.
but now that I'm out and I'm better,
Mm,
I'm good. We're getting started
yep.
again.
I'm with
So
you. I'm with you.
I'm hoping I get. I used to get thousands of views on my podcast, but
Well,
then
we're
I
gonna
had to
do what
quit
we
for
got to
a
do to get them
while.
views back. We're gonna get
But
them back. Don't
definitely
worry about
share
it.
it. Share it. Absolutely. Everybody, just share it. Share it everywhere.
Hey, all
Miss
over the
B
place.
telling secrets.
She said, "Stop telling the secrets."
But absolutely, just share it. She says, stop telling secrets. She says, stop telling secrets. But so let me look at the dates, and I'm gonna go ahead and put you down for a Saturday about a month from now.
Okay, I'll be
That
talking
way,
to you
we'll have a
then.
lot more people on here. All right,
All right.
absolutely. I can't
I'll be,
wait. You
I
have a blessed
appreciate
night.
the opportunity. I'll see you next time.
All right. You have a good one.
You too. Bye bye.